Hello, all of our beautiful healers. Welcome back to our worldwide coming out party. Today we have a very special guest luminary, Beth Carleton, also known as B. And Beth is an Angel Therapy Practitioner. Welcome, B.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so happy that you're here.
I'm happy to be here. I am so much a believer in what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It's been so beautiful to see all the luminaries come together, and it's so perfect in who comes in and who's sharing, and wow, it's very, very fulfilling. So thank you so much for being a part of this party. Oh, so B, you give angel readings.
I do, but I'm more or less calling them angel message sessions rather than a reading.
Yes.
Because it's a one-on-one meeting with the client, their angels, me, and my angels as a team together.
Okay.
So I'm not going to the psychic realm. I'm not doing predictions or talking about what's going to happen in the future, although we focus on the present, which helps the person move right into the future with ease.
Yeah.
Okay, and so that's why I like to call it an angel message session rather than a reading.
And I had one of your angel message sessions, and it was amazing. It was really incredible, very enlightening.
Thank you. It's really just the angels working through me to connect. And when this happens, so much comes out for the client. So many things, it's action steps to take that the angels help the client with.
And so how can you explain how it's different from a psychic reading?
Yes, well, I am strictly connecting with your angels and my angels and getting pure messages from above. And the angels are not loved ones, okay? They are, that's different, because some people, when they come in with me, they are saying, oh, is my grandmother my angel? And the difference would be that your grandmother could be a spirit guide and be with you, and it's amazing. That's real important to connect with those on the other side. But we're going to a different place where we're connecting with the angels that were assigned, the beings, light beings that were assigned to your soul when your soul was created. And so way before you were born or came to earth, your soul was created, and these angels were assigned to you. Now, everyone has at least two. And so when I connect with them, I receive the messages. And that's the difference, because I'm not going into your aura or your psychic, I'm not utilizing any psychic abilities on my end. I'm just strictly listening to the angels. They whisper to me and through me. And then I also utilize angel cards, because the angel cards are a tool. It's just one tool of many for them to utilize their gift, bringing in here now, what can they say, right, through me in a way that the person on this human level will understand. And so the cards will come into play so I can show them. So that I'll often speak something, and then the card comes up after, and they say, oh my gosh, and it's just a way to show what they're trying to say.
Okay. And how did you get into angel therapy sessions? How did that come about?
Well, originally I had a brain tumor on the right temporal lobe of my brain, which affected my left side. And that was about 24 years ago now. Time flies.
Wow.
And so it affected my left side, and I was quite distraught about this. And I was lying in bed one day, and my daughter was only 2 at the time, and I said to the angels, I didn't know I was saying it to the angels, actually. I just said, anyone out there, anything that could help me, please help me, because it was a challenge. And 2 angels appeared to me. Bright lights right in front of me. And it was an amazing exchange of communication. It wasn't an outside voice. It wasn't outside of me and, outside. It was their light through my heart. It was their light going right to my heart. And I knew what they were saying. I knew what they were communicating to me. And they said, we will heal you, dear one. We will heal you. And would you be willing to do this work and help people? And I said, sure, but I didn't know how. I was like, what do I do? And they said, don't worry about the how. And they gave me steps to heal. And it was over a process. And then after I healed, synchronistically, everything fell into place for me to do this work. It wasn't like I was seeking it. I went back into work, and I had an angel, a little statue of an angel on my desk. And one of my assistants said, do you believe in angels? And I said, yes, because that little statue was on my desk. And she said, I know a woman who does the most beautiful meditations, and she's all about the angels. You should come with me. And my schedule had it that I kept saying yes, yes, but it wasn't happening. And all of a sudden one day she's like, come on, come with me. And I went, and that was the beginning of this journey. I met, the woman's name is Karen Polino, and she's an amazing person. And she was my teacher. She became my teacher, and I took classes from her, and I became certified as an angel messenger. And then years later, things evolved where I was able to go to Hawaii and study to become an angel therapy practitioner there. And then I wanted to take it even to another level, and had the opportunity to go through Gateway University and become an ordained minister, so that then I could do counseling as well with people. So combining all of that training together is how I got to where I am now.
Wow. And so the brain tumor is all healed.
Yes, it's healed, and I'm so grateful. I was in the corporate world after that for quite some time, as I just explained. I was had wonderful assistants, and then I realized, I want to do this full time. I kept thinking, how am I going to get from doing a 72-hour job a week to this? And how will I, support myself and do this? Once you put your intention out there to the universe, it just happens. Because with me, synchronicities had it that my boss, I worked for him for 18 years, and before that I was still working for someone else, but 18 years with this one individual. He was an amazing man, but it was time for him to retire and sell his business. And that's how I ended up leaving the corporate world and going part-time with him for 4 more years, but then able to focus on this and go to Hawaii and study. It was, everything opened up. The doors just opened because I put it out there that I wanted to do it.
Right. So so many of the healers come from a place of wounding, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, and go through that dark night of the soul, and something happens, and they come out of it, or they've healed themselves, and then they realize, oh, I want to help others. And yours being a physical wounding, it sounds like you were just in a place that almost, of course, a desperation for healing, just surrender.
And I did surrender. And the action steps they gave me were beautiful. And some of them I still utilize when I'm teaching others and helping others in sessions. And also I do group classes and workshops and certifications. And we often utilize what they helped me with when I healed. And so, for instance, one thing that they suggested that I do is, the first thing was, clear your thoughts. make yourself into the place of positive thinking, because I wasn't in a place of positive thinking way back then. You know, there were things in my life that I didn't quite like, and so I was focusing on that. I was focusing what I didn't want instead of on what I did.
Right.
So they first taught me you need to focus on what you want and not what you don't want. Now I've read books that talk about that, but back then they were just telling me this. They were just telling me. And so I was able to go from changing my thought processes from the negative to the positive. And so one of the big ones, and the one thing that they gave me was a wonderful affirmation, is I am healed on a cellular level. I am healed on a cellular level. Instead of saying I am sick, I am ill, I changed it to I am healed on a cellular level. And every morning I would say this with them. Every morning. I wrote it, I said it, I believed it.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes. We are going to have a friend of mine who is a scientist studying epigenetics on also to we're talking about how exactly what you're saying, your mind, your thoughts can heal the body.
Absolutely. And that's a big part of what we do as a team. Their angels, the client's angels, and mine, working with the client to help them realize their beliefs are very important. You know, I think it was Wayne Dyer, I heard him say once, usually people say seeing is believing, but really it is believing is seeing. Because when you believe, then you see. You see the results. You see the changes.
That's true. That's true.
Wonderful. Also, I wanted to talk to you about detachment a little bit. Because when I want to just mention to you about what the angels always encourage us. They ask us to ask. Okay? They say ask. Okay? And it's important to ask, because by asking, can you still see me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because I can't see you, but that's okay. So by asking, they can intervene.
Okay.
They cannot intervene without us asking, unless it's life or death.
Let's pause there. Can you not see me right now?
Right.
Okay, that's okay.
It's all right, because I can do this without seeing you, because I can hear you.
This is good stuff. Okay. That's huge, because to know that we must ask. And that's something a very simple thing that so many people forget, that we do not just ask for what we want. And so you are saying that the angels cannot intervene unless we ask. So we ask, and then the next step is to...
You must believe. So you ask, and then you keep an open mind. You keep that open mind, and that's the believing part.
Yes.
But then you might take action. They give you some action steps to take, and then you need to detach or let go. In other words,
yes,
let go for a little bit and detach from it. You've put it out there, and there's even an angel card that says, "You've put it out there. Now get out of the way."
Yes.
Let them work for a little bit. Let them work synchronistically. They will bring to you the clients you need, the people, even before you even have clients. If you're just setting things up, they'll bring you the people that you're supposed to meet that will help you along the way. Ones with guidance, ones that might even be a partner with you. They'll give you the leadership skills you need. They will help you one step at a time. And one step at a time is all you need to do.
Right.
And then once you detach a little bit, then you'll notice the signs.
Right.
The signs, that's the key. They will show you over and over signs, such as 44, the numbers, okay? 444.
Yeah.
Is an amazing number for me. It's actually the sign of angels that they are around. They'll show coins. They'll show feathers. They'll give you a sign on a truck that's going by right when you need to know it.
Yep.
Okay. And so for me, I had a very important thing happen to me in the middle of the night one night, and I know exactly the date. It was the 10th of October of 2014. And I was lying in bed. I was sound asleep, and I this time heard a voice, and it called my name, and they said, B, and I sat right up, and I looked at the clock, and it was 4:44. And I always have a notebook by my bed. So I suggest that all of you to have a notebook by your bed. It really helps. This will be brought some ideas. I'm sure all of you who are thinking about starting a business or just getting wonderful ideas, have that notebook by your bed. So 4:44, I have the notebook and I write =freedom, freedom. And I say to the angels, what equals freedom? And they say trust.
Okay.
And I write down trust equals freedom. And when I heard those two words together with that equal sign in between, I said, trust equals freedom. Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. And it was absolutely life-changing for me and for all the students in my class the next day, because I took that to them and I said, trust equals freedom. And we went around the room and we talked about what is trust? Trust equals freedom from worry. Trust in the divine plan equals freedom to soar. Trust in everything that's happening just the way it's supposed to.
Yes. Yes. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. And it's so funny because there's a lot, 444 is a synchronicity within our group here, within our Healers in Hiding. It's really incredible that you mentioned that. And so I love how you really boil it down from we need to ask. So you were in a space, just you wanted help, you needed the healing, you asked, you received, you heard, and then you had your detachment and your trust.
Right.
Trust.
I asked and then I believed and then I detached, and I really did detach for quite a while. And what happened? Well, that wonderful teacher came in, and then it just keeps going incrementally, step by step. And you get all that you need with what you're doing. You get new ideas. There's a wonderful archangel, Uriel, which will come to you with ideas. Okay, there's another archangel, Gabriel, who's with us today, because I asked what archangel would like to be with us today. Yeah. And Gabriel stepped in. And Gabriel is all about communication, about leadership, about nurturing yourself, and also about creative writing. Sometimes the best way for you to get ideas is sit down and say to your angels, and they'll connect with the archangels, what do you have to say to me today? Yeah. And you just start writing. And it is an amazing way. It's called automatic writing to receive messages that way. Which leads me to, I did receive a message from Mother Mary. It doesn't matter our religion at all. I'm not Catholic, but Mother Mary came in very clearly to me one day. And I know Mother Mary's around me because I have the scent of roses, pink roses, when she's there with me. Okay, yeah. And so I had this amazing, the whole room was filled with roses, and I started to write. I just wrote and wrote and wrote a message. And it was a message to those who were going to heal in the future. And I would love to just read you a line to that. Would that be all right? Oh, please do. Okay. So I have it right in front of me. And one part of it is, I know you are brought together to do much light work. Fear not. Do not tread water anymore, but float. Float and gain the courage you already harbor to go into the world and shine your truth. Radiate. And that's just one section of a very long message. But we don't need to tread water to the point where we're exhausted. Think about it. If you're in the water and you're treading and treading and treading, you're tired. Right. But when you float, you just simply go with the flow. You're going with the current, and the angels are taking you right where you need to go next. Oh, that is so beautiful. That's so beautiful. I'm so glad you brought that up, because right when we first started talking, I just kept hearing Mother Mary, Mother Mary. So He's definitely with us today as well. And that message is amazing. There's another part of it. I feel like I should just say it because it's so
Please
profound.
go with whatever you're feeling, because I know that everybody tuning in definitely would love to hear these messages as well.
Okay. So she says, your souls harbor strength, light, vitality, food for thought, and thought for growth. Please know I am with you always. You're a triangle to work together on this earth plane to reach those in need, those with broken hearts on the mend. Assist and know you are doing great things. We are one in this universe and are connected with the stars, the planets, the animals, and human beings and all beings. I ask this messenger to connect you so you may shine your powerful light unto others. Triple the light where you work together to shower love upon the many in need. And this is what we're doing. This is why we're all getting together here. It's to get together and shine the light in our best ways. Everyone has different ways to do it, but we're giving ways to help people heal.
Yes, yes, yes. That is so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. That is so beautiful. And I have to ask, because I'm hearing also ask about protection. So is there, I don't know, I'm supposed to ask you about this.
Okay, well, that's fine. There's an archangel. Archangel Michael is the angel of protection. Archangel Michael is an amazing 40-foot angel, has a shield and sword, and will help you and protect you, and also help you to cut cords from negativity and bring you right into light. You can never cut a cord of love, ever. But you can ask, cut cords, shield me, protect me, and then things are smoother and relationships become more harmonious, and you're just given the guidance. Also, Michael, being the angel of protection, is also the angel of courage. So Michael will bring courage to you. Every single one of you who are just about ready to step out, or you want to do this work, but you're just hesitating a little bit, just as we all did. Probably every single person that you're interviewing had a hesitation at one point. Haven't seen the interviews yet, but I'm sure that there's a similar thread throughout all of these interviews, that at one point we were all a little hesitant and didn't quite know if we should do this or what exactly we should do, but we knew we were called to do something to help heal. And sometimes we were given an amazing idea that we needed to go with, but the courage is amazing.
Yes.
One more thing I'd like to mention, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
I wish I could see you, but it's okay. I listened to a Sonia Choquette. She was doing a workshop once, and I happened to listen to it on the radio. And one thing she mentioned, which I loved, was find someone who's your believing eyes. Find someone that you can say to, hey, I have this great idea, and I'd like to bring it to fruition, but I'd like to tell somebody, someone you can trust, and tell them, because when you tell them, you've just given heartbeat to this idea. And the angels would never give you an idea. Everything comes to you for a reason. So they would never give you an idea that you couldn't take to fruition if you wanted. Everything that has occurred in this life came from an idea at one point. All successful things. So just take your idea and tell a person, now you've given it heartbeat.
That's beautiful.
Heartbeat to it. And then from there, it's going to flourish.
That's beautiful. I love that. And I love Sonia Choquette too. She's wonderful. Thank you so much for all of your wisdom, and you have such an angelic presence, and you bring such beautiful light to our group, to our party here. And I wanted to ask you, Bea, what is your definition of a healer?
Well, I believe a healer is anyone who takes their God-given gift and utilizes it to help others tap into their intrinsic light and bring it to a blazing brilliance. That's actually my
Ooh.
saying on my website is my whole purpose is to help others as Karen Polino helped me way back when, to find the light that was in me and to bring it to a blazing brilliance. Because when your light's at a blazing brilliance, you are raised, your frequency is raised to that of what you want to bring in. And if it's healing, then you will heal optimally. If you are wanting to bring in a new job, well, that'll be a healing, won't it? Because it'll be something that you want to do, that you can't wait to jump out of bed and do. If the person needs physical healing, they'll tap into that light and physically heal. Artists, they give you the most beautiful gift to view what their work is, and that heals. People who create music, we heal when we hear beautiful music.
Yes.
And, you know, another one is listeners. People who are listeners are amazing healers, because some people just need to be heard.
Right.
So there's many forms of healing, but it's always allowing the other person to tap into their inner light and be one with it.
Yes, that's, wow, so perfect. And my dog is listening and he wants to come in. He's growling on the other side of the door. He says, I want to be in that healing light.
Well, let him in.
I've got it boxed in right here. But, thank you so much. That is such a beautiful answer, and there, that is a common thread in most of the answers that are given from that question with all of our luminaries. It's all about, yes, using your gifts to help others find see their own power. It's just so beautiful, and this has been an amazing journey to do this, and it's been an honor to connect with you, Bea. And I just want to thank you for bringing your blazing brilliance to all of us here, all of us healers and healers in hiding.
Thank you for what you're doing. I truly appreciate it.
Oh, you're so welcome. Okay, everyone, let's go out there and get into our own blazing brilliance. And if you want to connect with Bea, her information is on her speaker page, and you can also go to her website, which is Angels Whispering Light.
Angels Whispering Light.com.
Okay, angelswhisperinglight.com. And Bea has a beautiful, beautiful gift for you all there as well. So, okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you again, Bea.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.